It's Week 9 of the 2022 season, and this one features the Saints' electric quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Saints and the Ravens on Monday Night Prime Time.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 14 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
Flush to his right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Oh, it's real easy to celebrate the throw there, but this was all about the protection because he had all day to sit back, survey the situation, and then really step into that one. He wouldn't have been able to do it without the help of his offensive line, though.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Heineke. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So that's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. Orchestrating the offense, a man born back in 1990 in Pocatello, Idaho. That's Taysom Hill.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now,
he's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Heineke's throw taken in by London. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Hill on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10. It's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Hill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 61 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Hill. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 50. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL, because when you throw an interception, especially a pick 6 as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
You got to remember one thing. My vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremian against Washington in Super Bowl 7. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play fake. Hill. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They go play action. Now Heineke. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing. Heineke. Throws right back to London. Complete again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Heineke. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now Heineke on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Grant Calcaterra with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Set to start another drive, and it's quarterback Taylor Heineke in charge. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here's Hill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Hill now to throw.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hill now operating from the red zone. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Hill.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Now Hill going to keep it running left.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Hill. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 28-0 lead, you figure...
Oh, he fakes a spike. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Final play of the half here, Heineke.
He's looking deep for Bell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are going to need to put together one heck of a run in the second half, but the win does move them to 3-6 on the year. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. David Montgomery, 4 touchdown runs. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half. As you can tell,
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 29, Hill. He gets this one complete to Bowden. Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he fields it cleanly. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. On 1st and 10, Heineke. Escaping the pressure right to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Play action now. Here's Heineke. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, Heineke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Heineke's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day,
but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Heineke to throw it. He'll drop this down to Williams.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Touchdown, Saints. Drake London from 21 yards away. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st down, it's Hill.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, here's Hill.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Hill looking to throw on first.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Hill over the middle. Pierce has it knocked loose.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Heineke now. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise. To be kind, they accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Throwing. Heineke.
And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Hill on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Hill. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Hill now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And the play fake, and now Heineke.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
From the gun, Heineke.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And they'll throw again, Heineke.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, Hill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's Carter.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
We need to block in the back. Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's looking deep for Bell. It got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, I mean, I probably just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
On 1st and 10, Hill. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. No gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill going right back to Knox, and again a completion. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Hill on 3rd down.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To the air again. Hill. Flushed out right.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Here's Hill.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack.
Heineke.
He's looking deep for Bell. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Heineke.
Forced out to his left.
Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not a...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen, and so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
One last throw here for Hill. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New Orleans,